What's up, guys? Welcome back to Minor League Minute. I'm Johnny Samp, and we got a special guest today for you softball fans. We got Paige Zender, the home run leader in the NWL, and basically an icon of the league in the inaugural season. She plays first base for not only the Mankato Habaneros, but the Iowa State Cyclones. Definitely in that Big 12 conference, and that's going to be quite a competitive conference this year with the expansion and everything else. But first, let's say hi to Paige. Paige, how are you doing today? How are things going?
Pretty good. Yes, thank you so much for having me.
So we got a wonderful, obviously having you on is quite something for us. Small
Mhm.
channel and everything else. We just want to try to reach and expand our channel. But how are things going with the league? Are you feeling excited about the coming to the end? I mean, probably a little bit sad too. But what are the emotions heading in as we kind of move towards the end of the league?
I mean, I, kind of thought about it yesterday, we're going into the last week of ever getting to play with these girls, and it's honestly an honor of being able to make history here in Mankato since we did just win the first title this past weekend, and I'm just, honestly kinda getting a little emotional thinking that we only have, 3 more games with this group, and it's honestly been an honor to play on this in this league, and I honestly it was gonna be a no for me in the beginning because I had other plans, and I'm just very thankful that I decided to say yes, and the persistence of Coley of bugging me to play in this league, and I honestly couldn't have thought of a better summer for myself, and I think it's definitely gonna pay off hopefully this fall for sure too.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, obviously you're one of the gals making a lot of headlines right now in the league.
Yeah.
You know, with the home run, the bat's been hot. That's not something new for you, though. It sounds like you've been doing that for a long time, just continuing to hit well. But it's exciting. I mean, when I saw this league come out a few years ago, the announcement of it, probably 2 years ago, they announced it. I was really excited
Yeah,
for it. I like softball. I like to watch softball. It's a very active, high-paced sport or fast-paced,
for sure.
and I think people have a lot of misconceptions of it. But I'm glad finally, there is a summer league for young ladies and that sort of thing to watch you guys play and maybe have dreams of their own to make it to that level.
Yeah, I think it's super cool that they brought it to the softball side since the baseball side's so big, and honestly, how many of those guys have gone to the pro leagues and stuff like that, so
Yeah, we
it's
just
really
had
cool
the
softball,
MLB
so
draft, and I think there was like 3 or 4 of them that went to the pros. Um,
yeah, like a Minnesota Twins guy, which is my team to watch. I was actually there for his first ever game playing, and he played in the Northwoods League, which I was like, dang, that's pretty cool. So yeah, go
yeah, so
Twins.
and yep, but it's a brand new league with and you had basically when you first came into it, you were just meeting your teammates. These were brand new people to you, and you had to get to know them in a very short period of time as ball players and as gals as well. What was that experience like? Like just heading in to those first couple practices. You're from Iowa State. People probably knew who you were, and you probably knew who other people were. But just
Yeah.
know your teammates.
Yeah, it honestly was such an easy process. I have a very outgoing personality, which just made the getting to know each other a lot easier for sure for us. And I was honestly super grateful for my coaches for having just a super chill coaching style and just kind of let us run our thing and everything like that. So I feel like it honestly was super easy and the girls are awesome.
Yeah, without a doubt. It sounds like it was quite the experience. Just kind of getting to learn how to play ball with them and making sure that everything, you guys kind of clicked in a sort of way. But, it is the first ever NWL softball. You guys are the first 64, and you're kind of paving the
Hmm.
way for future generations and hopefully expanding the league as well. What does that feel like knowing that with you and your teammates, that you're the first couple gals to get things going and really make things happen?
I mean, it's super cool to be able to grow this sport and just be a part of something brand new. I feel like not many people get to say that they are a part of something that honestly gets to grow the game and the sport for sure. And I think it's honestly just an honor to be a part of the history and be able to say I was the first one to win the title as well. I feel like not many people also get to say that. About 16 girls get to say that as well. And I just have to give my hats out to the leadership team on the Habaneros and the Northwoods League because the season ran pretty smoothly for having 4 teams and it being the first season. So I think they did a really good job and I think this league is going to be such a cool thing to be able to watch in the future for sure.
Without a doubt. I mean, I think you guys are really, definitely paving the way for future generations to grow in this league. And, definitely making something happen. I see your looks like you got your championship shirt on right now.
Yes, for sure.
But yeah, so repping that. So I'm sure you've seen young fans at your games, like growing up, and especially now watching you as a habanero in the summer leagues and in college at Iowa State. But what does it know? What does it feel like knowing that you are kind of a role model for them? And I'm guessing that one day they want to be in your shoes. And what advice would you have for them as well?
Yeah, I think it's honestly super cool. And I think on the women's side too, like I feel like we're growing the sport of softball, but it's been an honor like to just have like little boys come up to us and want pictures with us as well and getting our autograph along with the girls. And I just feel like it just goes to show like how awesome softball is and that they're doing a really good job with this league. And like kind of the advice I would have for girls, just play the game the right way. It will reward you back. Like work hard, and I think like no dream is ever too big. So I feel like those are some key points and just kind of have fun with it. I think that's something that I feel like our team is trying to show as well throughout this league is play loose, have fun, be yourself, and the talent and everything like that will show. And I feel like that's what really has shown for us as well. And I think it's super fun for the fans as well to be able to just kind of see our personalities and playing loose and having fun. And I think that really gets the fans involved as well throughout the game.
Without a doubt. And you guys obviously I see it all the time on social media, you guys taking pictures with kids, just helping expand the team, the league, getting everybody involved. It's really kind of a cool sight to see, for sure.
Yeah.
So now, your teams, I mean, you guys already won the inaugural season, but you guys were like, I had a full head of steam going throughout the season. You guys barely lost. I mean, it was like seemingly. So I do the recaps every week, and all I would see is the Cato Habaneros got another win. They kept going up in the win column. How'd you guys keep that happening, or keep doing that consistently throughout the summer, especially with again a new team, people you haven't met, and that sort of thing?
I think what really just kind of motivated us was that we all came here with the same common goal. And I feel like we might not have realized that in the beginning, but we all came here to get better. We all knew that we either had a really good college season or maybe we didn't see the field a lot in college. And we just wanted to come to this league to get better, to better the sport. And I feel like that's just really kind of motivated us. And we all kind of had that same common goal. I think as a team, if you have a same common goal, like you're going to be full steam ahead for sure. So I think we just like we're motivated. We wanted to make history. We wanted to be the first team to bring a title back to Mankato because Mankato itself is just a really big softball kind of city. So I feel like it was just super cool to be able to bring back the first title to Mankato for the softball team for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, there's like you said, there's only 16 other people plus a couple
Hmm.
and that sort of thing that can say that. Um,
Yeah,
it's got to be a cool feeling knowing that you're bringing something back to the city, and something for probably high school kids to look up to as well. Like, hey, I can play for the Habaneros in the summer once I get into college,
yeah,
sort of thing. So that's pretty cool as well. Now,
for sure.
moving forward a little bit, you did an
Hmm.
interview this season, and this was one where you talked about what motivated you, what kind of drived you with your hitting streak, because you've been I mean, literally the whole summer there was at least a home run a week, at least a couple of them, if I'm being
Yeah.
biased about it. And you kind of were on a hitting tear. What kind of motivated that, and like what where were you reaching inside of you to find that energy to just hit better, be a better ball player, and really
Hmm.
dominate the league in the hitting column?
I mean, I honestly just kind of like sat down with my parents before I came to this league and I was like, okay, I literally have nothing to lose. I'm going to go out there. I'm here to get better. I want to like kind of test a few things out in my swing. And I feel like that's what really helped me. Plus, another thing is I just have a very competitive spirit. Like, if I'm tying my shoe with you, I'm going to beat you. Like, I will not lose in anything. And I think that's just really helped me in my mentality. And I feel like I just learned a new mentality being here as well is that, like, I go in the box and I'm like, I'm better than you no matter what. Like my mentality in the box, I'm better than you. I trust all the stuff I have. Like throw me your best stuff and I'm gonna beat you any given day. And I think that's just a good mentality for me to have and kind of grow like my confidence in general, just like throughout the whole game, infield, outfield, like hitting all of it. Like I just have a really competitive mentality. And I feel like that's just what really has been able to like spark such a good season, I think for me is just my mentality. Like and I also hate losing. So I'm not gonna lose to the same team on the same night. I mean, it did happen once this season, but I that car ride was terrible for me. But I just am super competitive and I think that's just kind of feed it off into my team as well as like be confident in yourself, go out there, you have nothing to lose, like just be yourself. I feel like is also another thing too, for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I think this your energy all season had to have sparked your teammates as well and made them better. Just pushing them to a different level as well. And I know some of your teammates
Mhm.
are there with you today, but
Yeah.
it's pretty cool to see. You just keep on killing it, keep on doing your thing, and
Hmm.
showing up on the in the stats column as well. But one last thing I wanted to talk about here, before we kind of get into the more fun side of things, is the
Hmm.
so the Habs. They won the Habs. They won.
Yeah.
They won it. You guys are already
Yep.
champions, and they've taken the crown. But what did your coaches do to keep things? Because obviously this isn't something that's mandatory to do. But what
Yep.
did coaches do to keep things, keep pushing you guys to play good softball and to because obviously you're traveling throughout different states. It's long days,
Yep.
long nights. There's I can't imagine there's too much for you to feel the gain besides just playing and having fun. Um,
For sure.
but what did they do to keep you motivated?
I feel like they just kind of kept us like almost relaxed. I feel like they just kind of went into the kind of the season also as like we have nothing to lose. Like we're just gonna go out there, have fun. We're gonna put out some competitive lineups and kind of let you guys do the like do your thing. And I feel like they also helped us like lead as a team. So I feel like it's been super cool to see other girls like becoming leaders in themselves and using those skills to become leaders and stuff like that. And I feel like the coaches also realize that we're here to better our softball skills, but we're also here as people. And like I said, like we're here to better our leadership skills, just become a better person in general. So honestly, I have to give my hat out to our coaches. They're awesome. And I mean, like occasionally we'll come and get like the little kick in the butt from our coaches, like, okay, refocus. You have a job to do here. Like score a couple runs. Let's find a way to get out of this one and stuff like that. So it's like they will come in here and kind of kick us in the butt a little bit, but I feel like they also do a good job of kind of staying relaxed and I feel like just like reminding us to play loose, have fun, and I feel like that's also really shown that our coaches are relaxed. They're letting us like kind of be ourselves and I feel like we found success in that way as well. So,
I'm sure they told you to keep it spicy too.
oh yeah, for sure. Keep it spicy. They love that.
All right. So that basically wraps up kind of our real in-depth questions. Do you have anything else you'd like to say just about the league, about your opportunity here with this summer and
Yeah.
anything that's, I haven't covered that you'd really like to talk about?
I mean, I think the only thing I would really like to say is that if you're a girl going into college, if you're already in college, and if you ever thought about playing in the summer and are really hesitant, I feel like just go for it. Like, there's nothing to lose here. You're gonna meet some girls that you're gonna be friends with for the rest of your life. You're gonna grow the game of softball. You're just gonna find a new love for the game, I feel like, as well. And I feel like you just get to play loose and have fun. There's no pressure on you either. Like, you're not really competing for a big national championship or anything like that. Like, the league title is awesome to have, but it's also you're here to better yourself. So, if you've ever had that thought in your mind to ever play in the summer, I would say do it. And the Northwoods League is a great place to also do it as well. So,
That's an awesome message. I think that one really kind of hits home. Um,
mhm.
Especially because there was never this opportunity for softball. I like as far as I knew, softball didn't really have a summer league too much. Um,
No, I
and
think it's also super cool as well. Like, I didn't have anything like this growing up to watch girls. Like, all I've had was college and stuff like that. And Saints for the baseball or the Twins, but I think it's super cool that there's something kind of in the mix of in college but not pro as well for little girls to be able to watch us play.
Okay. Well, that's an awesome message, Paige. We do dearly appreciate it. And now we'll go into the kind of fun side of things. You can bring out the other ladies if they want to come out.
Okay, I don't see them, but
All right. Well, then we'll get right into it. Some fun questions. Once again, these will be used kind of as teasers, that sort of
yep.
thing. But so you're at the ballpark, and what's your favorite concession snack to get to watch a game?
I think a good old hot dog, you can never go wrong with a good old hot dog with some ketchup on it. And I would also have to say a good Diet Coke, which is called a pop here in the Midwest.
It's a soda here in Wisconsin, in Green Bay.
It's pop.
It's not
So,
up. I figured
yep.
you bring that up because I was talking to somebody and I'm like, yeah,
Yep.
I'm talking to a gal from Minnesota and she calls it pop, and I'm like, yeah,
Yep.
that's what or otherwise it's called a Coke, just in general.
Yeah, no, it's pop.
Okay.
Can't say anything with the Coke.
Now
Can't
this
say
one's
Mountain.
oh, you can call them a Coke.
Okay, whatever.
At least we're having fun. So then
Yeah.
is now this one goes a little bit more sentimental. What is your favorite
Yep.
softball memory?
Honestly, thinking about it, I feel like it would have to be my senior year of high school. We went undefeated and won the state tournament, and I think, like, that honestly was just such a special moment for me because I've been playing with these girls for the past 10, 12 years, and just to be able to cap off our season at Rosemount to win the state championship, I think that was just super special, and I now get to play with one of those girls on this league, so I feel like it just goes to show, like, the relationships we built and how special it really was for us.
Okay. That's obviously playing with former teammates. Are you guys on the same team or playing against each other?
We're on the same team. She's
Okay.
one of our pitchers. Yeah.
Who is it?
That's the Snippus.
Oh,
She plays at the University of Minnesota.
yeah, I had
Yeah.
her on the Player of the Week. Just a couple.
Yeah. She's an awesome player. So it's been really cool to be able to play with her again.
Okay, now you're playing in base. You're playing in a softball game. You're out there, and you got two options: gum or sunflower seeds. Which one you choosing?
Oh, I'm for sure gonna go sunflower seeds. And if I had to pick a flavor, it would be either ranch or dill pickle.
Ranch or dill pickle? So I don't like dill pickle anymore. I used to, but ranch is
Yeah.
one. Or else I'm a big fan of those the Bigs Taco Bell ones.
Oh, a couple of the girls this year have brought like the Taco Bell ones, and no, I like the traditional ranch or dill pickle.
Or I like the
I
hot
think it's
one.
the what one?
They make a hot wings.
Oh, I don't do well with spice, so I just don't think I would like that.
And you're on the habaneros.
Yeah.
I
mean, I like to keep things spicy, I just don't eat the spice.
Okay, now what is your favorite pregame song?
My favorite pregame song, like the whole team knows, and I think everybody else in this league knows, is "Pump It Up."
Okay.
We play it in, like, during hitting, and then they play it right before the game, and I love it. I get in the zone, and it's like my song. Everybody knows it by now, but
Pump It Up, and
yeah.
then is that your walk-up song as well?
No, so my walk-up song is "Buzzin' by Man." And a little fun fact about me is I actually kind of like say it to myself when I go into the box. And our first base coach actually didn't realize that. She like looked at me after I think I got walked or something. She was like, "You sing your walk-up song?" I was like, "Yeah, I gotta get in the zone." Like I kind of like to just kind of hear those words and stuff like that. So
Yeah, definitely get you in the zone, get you in the mode.
for sure.
Now, what is your favorite TV show?
Super hard because I like TV shows, but then at the same time, like my attention span isn't great. Oh, I would have to say a few of my favorite ones would be Grey's Anatomy. I love the good, like, Bachelor, Bachelorette, but then I've also been into, like, some of the Netflix series, so I watched, like, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, like documentary kind of series, and then I also like to watch the quarterback and the receiver on Netflix.
Oh,
Just to kind of see
okay,
these
yeah.
high level athletes and stuff like that. I think it's super cool to see their life for sure.
Okay, now my next question here. You're stranded on a deserted island and you can only bring three things. What are you bringing?
Hmm. Okay. I feel like this like isn't controversial, but like I would have to bring the protein bars that I love. Like I'm addicted to them. I have them like 2 to 3 times a day. So that would for sure have to be like a necessity. I don't think I could go a day without them. And then I'm a big music girl, so I feel like I would have to bring my speaker, but then I would have something that like I would have to like play with it. So I'd have to bring my phone, but I would not be on social media if I was on the deserted island. Like it would my phone would just be used for photos and music.
There you go. That works.
So
Now kind of moving. Now this one I know we struggled with last time, but what is your favorite softball chant? I'm gonna push you this time. I gave you some time.
you did give me some time. And I think one of my favorite ones we actually do at Iowa State, it's for our coach. And it's like if a girl hits a ball and like he's like kind of in the way, we just say like move pink, move out the way, get out the way, pink, get out the way. And I think it's just kind of funny because it gets our coach involved. And he kind of always gives us a little look in the dugout, like, really, guys, like, come on. I think that's like one of my favorite ones for sure.
Without a doubt. Now that kind of wraps up everything that I've had for today. All the
Hmm.
questions, all the real in-depth questions. I do want to thank you
Yes.
for your time. And I think every minor league minute fan is gonna appreciate this interview. And we'll get it out as soon as possible. But Paige, thank you so much, and thank you for joining
Yeah.
Minor League Minute today. I hope you have a
Thank
great
you.
college softball season and you finish up here in the NWL having lots of fun.
Yes. Thank you so much. It's been an honor to be on here. So.